The University of Maine System welcomes you to participate in an interactive college success series hosted by Chancellor Daniel Malloy and each of our presidents from Maine's public universities. In each episode, we will discuss a range of topics from paying for college, student expectations, successful transition, and much more. We'll even answer questions live from our Maine community audience. The presidential tour is streamed live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Please visit values.maine.edu to view the schedule of upcoming episodes or watch past episodes.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us for the final episode of the University of Maine System Presidential Tour. I'm Rebecca Wyke, President of the University of Maine at Augusta, and I will be your host. The University of Maine at Augusta is a statewide institution supporting the educational goals of over 5,500 students. For over 30 years, UMA has been a leader in distance education, meeting students where they live through our 2 campuses in Augusta and Bangor, 8 centers located around the state, and in their homes with 15 fully online degree programs, including business administration, cybersecurity, information and library science, justice studies, and mental health and human services. We also have a number of competitive cohort programs, which include aviation, architecture, nursing, dental hygiene, and veterinary technology. To support our students in some of these on-site programs, UMA recently opened a residence hall with a beautiful apartment-style living as an option for students seeking a residential experience. With 42 locations across Maine, UMA is part of your community and provides local support for our students. While the times may have changed, our commitment to our students will not. Each day, we strive to meet our mission to transform the lives of students of every age and background across the state of Maine and beyond through access to high-quality distance and on-site education, excellent student support and civic engagement, and innovative professional and liberal arts programs. Our multiple course modalities, on-site, online, interactive television, and video conferencing allow students to flex their course schedules to work for them. This is particularly attractive to students that need to balance their studies with home and work obligations. We are happy you have joined us to learn more about UMA and what we have to offer. Now I'd like to invite our panel to introduce themselves. First, our students. Isabella.
Hi, I'm Isabella Moody. I'm a sophomore in the biology program, and I'm from Winslow, Maine.
Thank you. Paige.
Hi, my name is Paige Chivito. I'm just finishing my sophomore year at UMA Bangor in the veterinary technology program, and my hometown is Medford.
Sal.
Hi, I'm Sal Cardinale. I'm a second-year architect major at UMA, and I'm from New Jersey.
Thank you. Samantha.
Hi, I'm Samantha Brown. I am a biology and nursing major at UMA. I'm a junior this year in the biology program and sophomore in nursing.
And last but not least, Bill.
Hi, I'm Bill Reed. I'm a senior in the public administration program, and I'm from Lewiston, Maine.
Thank you, Bill. And now if our UMA team could introduce themselves. John. You're muted.
Thank you, President Wyke. Always takes one. Good evening again. John Henry, I'm the Vice President for Enrollment Management and Marketing at the university.
Thank you, John. Brandy?
Good evening. I'm Brandy Fink. I'm the Associate Vice President for Admission and Financial Aid. And because I want to be like the students, I have to throw in that Texas is my hometown, but I now call Pittston, Maine home.
And Jim?
I am Jim Bradley, and I'm Director of UMA Centers in Rumford and Lewiston.
Thank you. John, UMA plays a unique role in the University of Maine system. Could you tell us a little bit about the students that UMA serves?
Absolutely. You talked a little bit about the students we have, over 5,500 that we serve in any given year, but our students are really like the students you're seeing tonight. We really have one of the most diverse, probably the most diverse student body among the 7 universities in the University of Maine system. With our 2 campuses and 8 centers and our students who are balancing so many things in their lives, they are drawn to us at UMA. One might say that the A stands for anytime, anywhere, and you can hear from our students that's in fact what they're doing. About half, a little more than half of our students are considered adults above the age of 24. About a third, or 31%, are traditional age, like Sal, who might be coming here from away to participate in the program, and about 13% are early college. They're not represented here in students, but they're a growing percentage of our student body. We also have seen an increase in the out-of-state population in the last couple of years as we've launched the housing and seen more of our students drawn to some of our signature programs. Like many of our students you see here tonight, they're part-time as well, and they're drawn to the flexibility to fit courses into their lives. About 68% of our students are Pell eligible for federal Pell grants. So they're drawn to our affordability because we provide such an affordable price point as a state-supported institution. About half of our students are the first in their family to attend college, and that's very important. And what draws them to us is our reputation for very supportive support services, which you'll hear more about this evening. And our faculty and staff are very well known to work sympathetically with students who might be new to the college experience. And of course, students are drawn to a wide range of programs, which you're hearing in the panel tonight, well represented. And finally, and you'll hear again more this evening about that, the many opportunities to get involved in the student experience. And that's equally important for the UMA experience, not just the classroom, but the extracurricular, which can be done on our campuses, at the centers, and even online with our online cyber security program as well, which has an online club. So I think our student body is probably the most diverse, and we are unlike any of our siblings, and we're very proud of that fact that we serve such a broad array of students who find their home at UMA.
Thank you, John. Brandy, you've been helping to shape our incoming cohort of students for about 3 years now. I'd love to know your thoughts on the UMA student body.
Thank you, President Wyke. UMA has always been an adult serving institution, and we still are, and it's something we're extremely proud of. But I think it's important for the audience to really know about how the past 3 years when I arrived at UMA, we've been bringing in cohorts every single semester that are comprised of about half traditional age students. And so we have this rich diversity and range of students on our campuses, which really just enriches all of everything that we do in our everyday education. A lot of this can be attributed to the competitive programs that we have. Architecture, it being the only public accredited architecture program north of Boston, that's something we're very proud of. Our amazing dental hygiene program, nursing, veterinary technology, all degrees that really lead to careers that are in high demand, not only here in Maine, but throughout the country. Other unique programs, and I like to use the word unique because we're the only institution in Maine that offers these programs that really attract a broad range of students, would be like aviation and information and library science, which has also contributed to the changes of our student body. For me, being out on the front lines recruiting, I would just say that our program offerings really are something that we're proud of because our degrees lead to careers, many being lucrative careers and many just being fulfilling careers for students. And I think that's why students, both traditional and non-traditional, choose UMA. It's more than a degree. It's more than the experience they get here. It's the pathway to a lifelong career that's so appealing to so many people. And I have to add that we have extremely competitive financial aid packages, which also makes it easy for students to place us as their number one choice. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandy. We're now going to view a short promotional video, and then we'll return with our panel.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.
several students joining us this evening that are in one of our on-site competitive cohort programs. And so Sal, I'm going to come to you. You're an out-of-state student who came to UMA to study architecture. Can you tell us why you chose UMA?
Thank you, Ms. Wyke. Maine has always been a dream to mine to go there, and finding out that the architecture program just got accredited this past 2018 was the perfect reason for me to come to UMA. Just the teachers there are just absolutely incredible, and every experience I've had here has been amazing.
Thanks. You're also involved in student government since you've been here, and you were recently selected to be the UMA Board of Trustees student representative. Can you tell us a little bit about campus life and how you've gotten involved on the Augusta campus?
Absolutely. I'm really one of those social butterflies. I like to put myself out there. I want to make sure everyone has as much fun as I'm having. Being part of student government has been absolutely incredible because it's given me the experience to sit one-on-one with many of my fellow classmates and see how college life is treating them and what can make it better for them, as well as everyone else at the school.
Thanks, Sal. Paige, how about you? Why did you choose UMA?
UMA was ultimately my choice because they have a small, tight-knit community feel, which is exactly what I wanted when I was looking into college. I went to a really, really small high school, so being able to know everyone's name and having my professor be able to recognize me as a person makes my higher education experience so much more enriching. Also, UMA was top on my list because of the many opportunities that they have. I've been able to go on trips, including like a 3-day trip to New York City on an art tour for a very limited amount of money out of my own pocket. I've been able to meet many people, join different campus events, and I've even become an admissions ambassador on the Bangor campus. And I don't think that's as attainable as it is at UMA Bangor or UMA in general.
Thank you. That's great, Paige. UMA has 30 years of experience in distance education, which is particularly important for meeting the needs of students who are juggling work and family life along with their education. We'd like to share a brief interview featuring one of our adult learners who was just selected for her academic potential as a rising scholar at UMA.
I am Michelle Wright Hardy from Brewer, Maine, and I'm studying in the Information and Library Science program. To me, to be nominated as a rising scholar kind of reiterates to myself that the hard work and hours I have been putting in towards my education are paying off. I am learning a great deal and gaining a lot of information and knowledge that not only am I able to use in my classes, but I'm also able to use in real world and real life situations. I actually researched all of the schooling opportunities in my area and all of the different programs available until I found one that fit everything I liked. Books, children, students, teaching, and library science just kind of put all of that together for me. I actually have 3 faculty members who have made a huge difference in my life as well as in my education here at UMA. And one is Jody Williams, and then Jill Hooper, as well as Melissa Orth. They have been terrific. I have learned so much from them that I am utilizing every day in my job. And anytime I have a question about something, I can message them and they get right back to me and have been a tremendous help with everything I have taken on.
Jim, you oversee our UMA centers in Lewiston and Rumford. Can you tell us why the centers are important to supporting student education?
Sure. As you mentioned, UMA has been a leader in distance education for over 30 years now, and the centers play a critical role in that success. We have centers in Brunswick, East Millinocket, Ellsworth, Holton, Lewiston, Rockland, Rumford, and Saco. These centers provide access to higher education locally, and allow students who work and/or are balancing family and other responsibilities to study in their home communities. Centers offer several course delivery options, including traditional on-site classes, video conferencing, interactive television, and online, allowing very flexible schedules for our students. And we have many students who use all of these delivery options depending on their needs each semester. Students have access to over 40 degrees and certificates at the centers, including UMA's new Bachelor of Science in Nursing, which is available in Rumford, Rockland, Brunswick, Ellsworth, in addition to the Augusta campus. Our Lewiston Center will begin offering a certificate and an associate degree in dental assisting next year. And finally, for both traditional and non-traditional students, going to a campus may simply just not be an option for many reasons. And centers allow those students to get full access and support services right in their communities, while also still being part of the larger UMA community.
Thank you, Jim. Bill, as a student living in the Lewiston area, how important for your experience has it been to have a center close by?
It's been pivotal for me. When I came to Lewiston a year ago, I probably would not have gone all the way to Augusta to get information about getting back into school. I probably wouldn't be a student now, almost finished with my degree, because I got the kind of assistance that I got in Lewiston from the staff there. I was able to be readmitted, financial aid. I was walked through the entire process, and within a matter of weeks, I was a student again. That would probably not have happened had I had to go all the way to Augusta to get that information and then keep going back for each step in the process. It was so convenient. The people were just so wonderful that it felt so natural that I just wanted to be a student again.
That's great. Thank you, Bill. Now here's a brief interview of another UMA student.
For somebody like me who has a lot of other obligations but still wants to further their education or get a degree, this is one of the only ways I could have done it. If they feel like they can't because their schedule's too busy, there are ways to do it. The UMA has a lot of satellite campuses and locations that help an awful lot with that, and their online program was excellent. It was perfect. It worked out wonderful.
Samantha, UMA has a long-standing commitment to those seeking to complete a degree while maintaining family and work obligations. Can you talk to us about your experience?
Well, first, I have 6 children. And one of the reasons why I came to UMA is I had 2 of my children that were applying for college as well. And being a veteran, I used the vocational stimulus, to be able to come to school. And having the flexibility of being the non-traditional student and being able to make the hours fit for my family has been phenomenal. The professors, knowing that there's many of us, are very flexible. But I really like how they put in a syllabus so you know what to expect. You're able to work ahead because everything's written right out. And it's a great community to be at.
So can you tell us a little bit about how you balance those competing interests for your time as an adult learner?
Scheduling. As far as whenever I go to school, my children are normally, outside of a pandemic, are in school. What it looks like now as a learner with children that are home, I am fortunate enough to have professors that have put their material online and videos online. So I typically get up at 4 in the morning. I get in about 3 hours of my classwork done. Then I do schoolwork with my children. And then in the evening, I'm able to do the same. After I put them to bed, I can look over my things, but it really gives me that flexibility. But it takes dedication in scheduling.
Thanks, Samantha. You really are an inspiration on how you do it all. As you can see, UMA serves both traditional college students in on-campus cohort programs, as well as adult learners balancing their studies with family and work. but we also serve juniors and seniors in high school through our early college program. And here's a brief video overview.
Early college is kind of this big umbrella term that the state of Maine uses to talk about all dual credit options that Maine high school juniors and seniors can participate in.
I like taking the early college courses because it provides a great opportunity. It's a challenge. It gives me a sense of direction of where I want to go in my life and a good head start.
In school, I always loved to be challenged, and so I always grew up taking like honors courses and stuff like that. And when I heard about Bridge, I was like, oh, this is perfect. You get a head start, it's cheaper, you're doing it, you're saving time because now you're getting, your first year of college while you're still in high school. And so it seemed like a head start and cheap, and it seemed like, why not,
What I like the most about taking early college classes is probably that I'm getting everything that is academic done, and so I don't have to, so I can jump right into what I want to do and get that done sooner. My parents love that I'm doing this. I don't know, I think any parent would love that their kid is doing early college work.
My mom was very excited because she was pretty much the same as me in high school. She was taking everything early. She was doing, she's a radiology nurse, so she was taking a bunch of early nursing courses while she was still in high school and working as a nurse while she was still in high school, and she was very, very driven.
So students who participate in early college classes at UMA traditionally stay within the 100 and 200 level range. We do that mainly because we want the classes to be highly transferable to wherever they want to take the credits after they leave. We really hope they stay at UMA, but obviously they're transferable between the system schools as well as in-state, out-of-state.
What I like most about taking early college classes is that it prepares me for college in the future.
It's definitely a lot more difficult than normal classes, but it's just definitely a lot better, I feel. Again, financial benefits are so important.
My parents think it's a great idea, so they can save up the money, because for the career that I want to go to, it's 7 to 8 years in colleges. Yeah, with internships and pre-med.
So some advantages that students get by participating in early college are they're getting credit before they even enter the college world as a matriculated student. So they're having a transcript, which will, in some cases, shorten the time that it takes them to get their bachelor's degree or associate's degree. It also shortens the time to graduation. The high schools actually benefit from having more motivated students because they tend to persist and graduate at a higher rate. The university then benefits because we have a more motivated student as well who's tested the waters and has already proven that they're successful in college. So they're not only college ready, they're college proven by the time they get to us.
My name is Sarah, and I'm early college.
My name is Cameron, and I am early college.
I am John B, and I'm early college.
You don't have to be the smartest kid in the entire school. You just have to be the most motivated person, because it does take a lot of drive to keep going through. So I'd say as long as you're driven, don't worry about what grades you currently have. Just go for it.
My name's Alec, and I am early college.
My name is Camden, and I'm early college.
My name is Abby, and I am early college.
Brandy, would you tell us more about the early college program and how it ensures students are college ready?
Absolutely. What I love most about the early college program is the non-academic experience that it provides to our students. Just as one of the students in the video stated, to be successful, you don't have to be the smartest, you just need to be the most motivated. Honestly, I talk to students all the time who are absolutely terrified to attend college simply because they don't know what to expect. College really is seen as the great unknown, and often that fear prevents them from taking the next step and going to college. for our early college students, there's no unknown. They are prepared to do college because, well, they've done college, which is a great thing for them to be able to put on resume, transcripts for applying to hopefully transition to UMA, which leads me to tell you, UMA has had such success with our early college students. They come in, they're ready, they're motivated, they're driven. We want more early college students. And so this year we have started offering UMA early college scholarships to all of the students who have participated in UMA early college. It's $3,000 scholarships, and it's just come to UMA. UMA wants you. As of today, we've already offered 102 of these scholarships to students, and we're not stopping. So early college, just as you're proven, we're proving that we want to financially support you. So please choose UMA.
Thank you, Brandy. Isabella, you participated in UMA's early college and are now enrolled full-time at UMA. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
Absolutely. I really think that my experience with early college set me up for success. Like Brandy said, I was more prepared to come to UMA, and it also gave me the chance to make sure that UMA was the right fit for me before I committed to going full-time, so that I know I want to stay there to finish my degree. And it really alleviated any anxiety that I had about moving into college. I was familiar with where everything was and all of that. And I was a homeschooled student up until that point. So I wasn't used to a larger traditional classroom. So being able to be an early college student helped me to experience that and be ready for that full time.
And what courses did you take and how many credit hours did you complete before transitioning to being a full-time college student?
Sure. I took college writing and then introduction to literature, algebra 2, introduction to psychology, and introduction to computer applications. So it was 15 credits. So it was really awesome over 2 years.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that with us, Isabella. We're now going to view a short promotional video and then we'll return with our panel.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
With 10 locations throughout Maine, UMA has always been a part of your community. And our 30-plus years of experience delivering high-quality distance education and online courses means that you have an experienced education partner no matter where you are. Visit uma.edu for a better future.
Jim, can you tell us why it's important that we offer student support services locally through the centers and online?
Absolutely. I think what makes UMA a leader in distance education isn't simply our ability to offer high quality courses through distance education, but it's also the fact that we excel in providing student support services at a distance as well. Having local access to support services is critical to student success. And UMA, through its centers as well as online, provides full student support services to those students who can't make it to the Augusta and Bangor campuses. Bill just spoke about some of the services he received in Lewiston. Students appreciate being able to access service locally, and it's more convenient. It can save them time and even gas money. We hear a lot for not having to travel to Augusta. The types of academic support services available at the centers include admissions support, advising, tutoring services, proctoring exams for online courses. We help with career advising, also financial aid support and planning, and we even hold on-site new student orientations as well as facilitate with the online orientations. We also help facilitate access to other services available on campus, such as veteran services, accessibility, and counseling services. In addition to academic support services, and probably as equally as important, centers also provide peer and mentoring support for our students. Centers have lots of student engagement activities that allow students to meet and interact with their faculty and fellow students. And we also provide networking and mentoring opportunities locally for our students. Lastly, I guess I would say that through our centers, we are able to foster positive and supportive relationships with our distance education students so they don't feel alone and know that help is as close as a phone call, email, or short drive from their homes.
Thank you, Jim. John, I'm going to come to you next. Can you talk a little bit about the services available at the Augusta and the Bangor campus?
Sure. You know, Jim could have almost answered this because one strength of our system is that the centers provide nearly as many services as our two larger campuses. It's pretty remarkable, actually. But in addition to the wide range of services that Jim mentioned is available at the centers, we also offer full service libraries at both of our campuses in Augusta and Bangor. And there's a significant amount of support for what we call off-campus library services. We also offer on-site new student orientations, but supported largely by a new and very successful online new student orientation, which many students participate in. And we know statistically that whether students choose live or they choose the online, their GPAs tend to be higher and the retention tends to be stronger as well, having participated in an orientation program, regardless of whether they did that at a center, on-site, or online. Of course, we have an advising model, but what makes the UMA's advising model unique is we have what's called a co-advising model. So students are assigned a faculty advisor and a professional staff advisor, and that could be someone in the center, like someone on Jim's team in one of our centers, and it could be someone in our professional advising office located on the Bangor and Augusta campuses. So that we sort of pass those students from the professional advising support to the faculty mentorship that they receive in their academic program. And of course, counseling is available. That's now available by Zoom, given the current conditions related to COVID-19, a full range of tutoring. And we have a university store located on the Augusta campus, and computer labs and makerspace, lots of rich services that you can find in our Cates library. And we have career services available for students. They are also available online. And I think that's something that students forget. They can pick up the phone and call Haley Brown and take advantage of a full range of career support services without even stepping foot on the campus in Augusta where her office is located. So we encourage students to just take that first ask. You know, I think when you arrive on a campus and you have that problem, ask one person, just ask a person. In fact, I think we were talking about printing buttons a while ago, President Wyke, that said, just ask me. So that first question that's asked, we can direct a student to this wide range of services because it's typically a whole lot more than you might find in a high school environment. I think a lot of students aren't even aware about the wide range of supports that we can provide a student.
Thank you, John. Next up, we have just a couple of brief interviews with UMA students.
Recommend UMA. This was the friendliest community, and I always had assistance from my professors. Anytime I felt like I can't do this, I knew there was someone I could call or email, and they'd be right behind me and help me get back on track.
I think the best part about this is it's flexible. The professors are flexible, they're very friendly, everything's kind of really coherent, so they're really they're close. I'm with the veterans, so they're really close, they're like family, and they treat you as such, so I really like that.
UMA has a strong tradition of welcoming veterans to our campus. In fact, the words "Welcome Veterans" appears on our sign at the main entrance. John, could you tell us a little bit about the services that we offer to veteran and military students at UMA?
Absolutely. It's wonderful to have a veteran, student veteran here with us tonight, and Samantha. I had the privilege of being here in 2010 when we received one of the limited federal grants from the Walmart Foundation called the Success for Veteran Grants. We received $100,000, the only university in New England, only two in the Northeast, another one in New York State. And that $100,000 gave us some seed money to create support services for veterans, particularly those returning from conflicts from post 9/11 wars that we were involved in. We built lounges on both the Augusta and Bangor campuses. We provided pre-mobilization and post-mobilization support for the troops and for their families who might be returning and coming back. So that really started this whole effort a decade ago, and it's only grown from there. We hired our Director of Military and Veteran Support Services, Amy Line, who herself is a Navy veteran. And she is well-known throughout the state of Maine for her tremendous support and connections with all things related to military families, military students, and their particular needs. Our efforts have not been unnoticed, and we're grateful for the third-party endorsements we received from what's called the Military Friendly School designation. We've received that many years in a row. U.S. News and World Report has already given us, for the third year in a row, I believe, the best online bachelor's program for veterans. We're ranked 61st, so we're in the top 100. And we're known as a best for vet school from Military Times magazine. So just 3. But across the state, I think if you ask anyone who's in the know, they recognize that UMA probably is the leader in supporting our place-committed student veterans who live throughout the state. We also have a strong connection to the veteran centers. One particular one is the Lewiston, right near Jim's center. And we get visits regularly from the Mobile Vet Center, which is a large RV, which makes its way around to our locations to meet with our students. But we did get a large gift from a private donor last year, which allowed us to step up even further our home base, which is the Veterans Academic Center located in Kate's Library, right at the front door of it, actually. It's a spectacular place. It's extremely popular place for veterans to hang out, to do their studying together. And we have a veterans lounge on the Bangor campus, a little bit smaller, and the campus that I'm sitting on tonight in Bangor is smaller. So it's a little bit more intimate and a little less academic. But both of those provide a place that they can call their own, and anyone can enter those spaces who is a student veteran. So we're very proud of that history. We're very proud of what Amy has done to bring this to a whole new level. And we know that we'll continue to be recognized for what we do, because for those who have served, we can only serve them better, we hope, with their education and the support they receive.
Thank you, John. We'd now like to share a brief video with one of our veteran students.
My name's Emily Christensen, and I'm currently enrolled here in the Justice Studies program. My husband and I have 5 children, and we really try to promote academic excellence, and they are all extremely bright. And when they heard that their father and I were both being named as rising scholars, they were very proud, and it was really kind of wonderful to be able to share that with them. I chose the Justice Studies program because it has direct relevance to my already 12-year career in law enforcement. I want to be able to continue to impact the people of my community in a positive way, and I want to be able to be a part of the change for the positive. And I've really found that a lot of the skills and the knowledge that I've gained here have already influenced my ability to do some of that in my day-to-day work. Becoming a student and going to college has been a long-term life goal of mine. Right out of high school, I joined the military. And when I got out of the military, had a family, needed to get immediately into a career, start bringing in some money. I got into law enforcement at that time, and life's kind of gotten in the way, but it's always been something that's been a long-term goal of mine to go back to school and get my degree. I have a lot of amazing people in my life that's been a big part of their life was their academic achievements, and I have really found myself fitting in tremendously here at UMA, and it's been wonderful to kind of feel as though I'm taking big strides towards that goal. And it's been wonderful getting to know all of the faculty and staff and other students here, despite being an online student primarily. I really didn't know where I wanted to go when I initially started, and I've developed a lot of ideas thanks to the people that I'm around and that have been helping me. And I think that anywhere I go with this is really going to, in large part, be because of the staff and faculty here, and I just can't express my gratitude for that enough.
As a public institution with low tuition, UMA is a great value proposition. Brandy, could you tell us more about UMA's commitment to affordability?
Thank you, President Wyke. First, I think it's really important to stress that UMA has one of the lowest tuition rates within the University of Maine system. Students truly are receiving a quality education at an affordable price. But beyond that, UMA does strive to put together competitive financial aid packages that provide something for almost everyone. For example, we have the Pine Tree State Pledge for our Pell eligible students, and that's UMA's commitment to providing such students with zero tuition. Just this time last year, we had over 1,000 students attending with zero tuition. For non-Pell eligible students, I'm really excited to share that we're now offering the UMA 10K, which is a $10,000 grant spread over a four-year period. So long as the students persist, earning at least a 2.0 GPA each semester and attend full-time, we're committed to providing you with $2,000 your freshman year, an additional $2,000 your sophomore year, and then we up that amount your junior and senior years to giving you $3,000 both those years, making a combined total of $10,000. We know going full-time takes more commitment, so this is our financial commitment to help support you through your degree. These two programs are just the top layer of the cake. We have icing on top of it. We also offer various scholarship opportunities. We have generous merit scholarships that for both traditional first-year students and transfer students. And we have scholarships for specific types of students, such as parents, veterans, students majoring in specific majors to support you on your journey.
Thank you, Brandy. Paige, I know you're a recipient of a Pine Tree State Pledge Scholarship. Could you talk a little bit about how important that scholarship has been to your higher education journey?
Sure thing. I just really wanted to begin this by saying that this scholarship absolutely made my goals of becoming a veterinary technician possible. Not only does the scholarship cover the cost of my classes, but on top of what my other scholarships don't cover, but it also takes away the worry and stress that comes with paying for an education. And also I'm able to live out my dream, become a professional, and work in the environment that I'm going to enjoy each and every day. The Pine Tree Pledge basically opened up doors that wouldn't have been available to me without this financial support, and I'm really grateful for it.
Thank you, Paige. Now we'd like to share a brief interview with a UMA student.
What inspired me to choose this administration program here at UMA is my strong talent for wanting to help people and being able to lead people. And I wanted to grow that talent into a career option if I chose that. And I heard that UMA has a great business administration program, and they're very affordable. So I decided to choose UMA, and I do not regret it at all.
One of the greatest honors as president of UMA is to shake the hand of every UMA graduate as they cross the stage to receive their diploma. And someday soon, I look forward to shaking the hands of each of our student panelists. So let's go to our senior student panelists. We have two with us today. Samantha, would you tell us what your plans are for after graduation?
Yes, I am actually applying for a nurse practitioner course after my nursing degree. And then my long-term goal is to get involved in something with Partners in Health or Doctors Without Borders, and really, not just do something here in the United States, but go outside and explore there.
That sounds terrific. Bill, what do you plan to do with your degree in public administration?
Well, yeah, I think it's a great degree because I'll probably look first at city or town government, but state government would be an option right up in Augusta, or even a local nonprofit. I'm looking forward to staying in Maine.
Thank you, Bill. Brandy, why do you think UMA's programs are attractive to students looking to start their careers?
Again, I would just say that what sets us apart from other institutions is our program offerings truly lead to really fulfilling lifelong careers. Nursing, med lab tech, health and human services, cybersecurity, and our new data science degree, just to name a few. And it's important to note that all these programs are professionally accredited and recognized. UMA also has completion degree options with our applied science and our liberal studies degrees for students who have some college but no degree and just need to get to that finish line. These are great opportunities to get you there faster. Again, UMA really just does meet everyone where they are with our different learning modalities. It's something we've always done well, and we're recognized for it. UMA was again ranked by the U.S. News and World Reports as one of the top 100 online bachelor's degree programs in the nation, and that's no easy feat. It's well-deserved, and we're very proud of it.
Thank you, Brandy. About 20% of UMA graduates go on to graduate programs in business, social work, medicine, and law, among other fields. You heard Samantha talk about going on to become a nurse practitioner, and that 20% is on par with all of our sister institutions in the University of Maine system. And I'm very pleased to say that starting this fall, UMA has its first 2 graduate level programs that we'll be offering. And John, I'm going to ask you to tell us about them.
Thank you, President Wyke. We are very excited to have our first degrees and certificates in the graduate level beyond the master's degree. And as Brandy mentioned, we already have a well-established bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. It's one of our fastest growing. So we've built on that. And we have a new Master of Science in cybersecurity that is available. It is recognized, it has achieved the recognition for the National Security Agency and the Department of Homeland Security as an academic center of excellence. That program is supported by a very expensive Maine cyber range. This is an artificial environment. It's a bank of computers that basically simulates cyber attacks. It's simply, you can simulate cyber warfare or hacking. That is available exclusively to students, but we also make it available to the business sector and the nonprofit sector who may want to bring employees to actually learn how to survive and thwart these attacks. So it is a resource not only for our graduate students, our undergraduates, but also for the community. So we know that program will take off. In fact, we've already received a handful of applications. We've only gone public this week. We have another certificate, an advanced graduate certificate in substance use disorders, which is built on the foundation of our very successful, one of our largest degrees, mental health and human services. It uniquely positions us to really provide this additional amplified graduate level education for practitioners in the state of Maine. And we know there's high demand. We had our first application, I think, within an hour of sending this out to licensed clinical social workers in the state of Maine. I got a personal text this morning from someone in my community who's a practitioner who said he knows 3 people who want to apply. How do you apply? I took care of him right away, of course. So this is pent-up demand for graduate level education in 2 high demand fields in our state and in our nation. I'm glad that UMA continues to demonstrate our leadership through providing not only excellent career and workforce-based degree programs for undergraduates, but now to take it to the next level to graduate education. And I'm sure that if we do another episode next year, Dr. Wyke, we're going to hear more about more graduate level programs that will become available to our students.
Thank you, John. And I want to thank the audience for joining us for this episode of the University of Maine System's presidential tour focused on the University of Maine at Augusta. Brandy, if those watching want more information, how do they get in touch with us?
Absolutely. So while the COVID-19 pandemic does have us working remotely, admissions would love to talk to you. We love to talk to people, and right now we're not able to talk to people as much. So please reach out to us. You can call us 621-3465. We have live chat on our website that you can live chat us with, or you can click on the admissions page and go to our virtual events. We have virtual weekly walk-ins. You do not need to register for it. All you do is click a button and you literally get to walk in, and there's going to be the admissions team ready to assist you. So we would love to hear from you. Please reach out in any way you can. We're happy to work with you.
And as distance specialists, UMA is going to be here. We're going to be open this summer and this fall. This summer, we're offering a full complement of online courses that can be taken. And next fall, if we can have our campuses open to receive students in person, we're going to welcome Sal back from New Jersey, as well as other students to campus and to our centers. And if the pandemic continues and we can't be open, we want you to know that we're still here to serve you. We are experts in distance education with online, interactive television, and other distance learning modalities. And we're going to make sure that you get the experience that you need so that you can continue your instruction. I'd like to close our program by giving the students the last word. And the question is, why would you recommend UMA to family or friends? And I'm going to begin with Isabella.
I would recommend UMA to family and friends because it is so affordable and close to home, but yet you're still getting a great education with some awesome opportunities. And I really love that everyone is just so invested in your success, no matter who you are and what your goals are. And it's just an awesome learning environment for students of all ages.
Thanks, Paige. And then we're going to go to Paige.
So I would recommend UMA to family and friends because of the way that they support you. I've never been a part of like so many clubs and groups that are there when you need your help. But also they offer so many fun and accessible events on campus. The staff at UMA is also like superior. I have not met one person that isn't helpful and kind at this university. The teachers are available to answer your questions. Your advisors do everything that they can to help you. And when something isn't right, there's always someone that's there to help you fix it. But most importantly, I would recommend UMA because you're able to make connections and develop a career at this university, which is the goal for higher education. So I think that's important.
Thanks, Paige. Sal, we miss you. Can you tell us why you might recommend UMA to family and friends?
Absolutely. Being an out-of-stater, going to UMA, living in the dorms, it's almost as if I started a new family and new friends. Everybody there is so nice, so helpful, and they're all so warm and welcoming. And it's just the best feeling ever being up there.
Thanks. We hope we get you back soon.
Definitely.
Samantha?
I have to agree with everyone else. The sense of community that is at UMA and the way that the professors come alongside of you really to not just educate you, but to help you grow as a learner and grow as a professional. The experiences that I've had either on, the biology club or in the Veterans Center, being able to be around other people that have the same goals that I have has been phenomenal as well. I can go into the Veterans Center and I have people that are my brothers and sisters there. And I have the opportunity to interact with younger adults that are my children's age, but also older adults. And really, it's a phenomenal experience. But it really is about the community. It's about the learning. And it's really, they're there to help you succeed. It's about the success of who we are as learners.
Thank you, Samantha. And Bill, we're going to give you almost the last word.
Almost, okay. Well, I have a message for parents who are looking at colleges. And if you want to save your child $40,000 over the next 4 years, consider a degree at UMA. You can save that by just not paying the room and board and having them take school from home. That's about $50,000 in student loan payments you won't have to make 8 years from now. I say it's a great school at a great value.
Brandy just signed you up to be one of our UMA ambassadors, I think. So we're gonna send you on the road.
Hired.
I want to thank, in particular, our student panelists tonight. They are great examples of the wonderful stories that we have at UMA and why it's a pleasure to come to work every day for people like me and John and Brandy and Jim. I also want to thank my colleagues for being on the panel this evening and for our audience for joining us. This concludes our episode.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
This is my classroom.
University of Maine at Augusta. With campuses throughout the state and courses available online, find your classroom at uma.edu.